If you want to build a portfolio that will stand out to employers, stop using data from Kaggle. Hello guys, and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Oluwayeti. That's not my real name, but it's a nickname I like. I'm a senior data scientist, and I'm also an instructor, a data instructor, and some people like to call me coach. I think I'm liking the coach name, maybe not, but welcome here. If you're new, thank you for coming to watch this video. I promise that you are going to find value in this video. And if you've been a subscriber, I'm clapping, I'm saying thank you so much for giving your time to receive valuable information. Thank you for believing that every time you come to watch my video, you are going to see value from it. I want to say a huge thank you for those who like, for those who share, for those who comment. I see all of them and I'm saying thank you. So let's go into today's topic, the meat and the potatoes, like I always like to say of this video. If you want to build a portfolio that will stand out to employers, stop using data from Kaggle. Why? This is why you should watch this video. So if you are not familiar with Kaggle, I want to believe that whoever is watching this video is familiar with Kaggle data. But if you are not, Kaggle is basically a website that allows you to go through different data sets and allows you to experiment with them. So why should you stop including data set from Kaggle in your portfolio? Now, let me tell you something. Employers are tired, because I'm also at the side of recruiting people where I am. We don't want to see you giving us a portfolio full of projects from Kaggle, because Kaggle data sets, number one, most likely do not represent what the real life data set looks like. Sometimes it has been cleaned, it has been properly, they've let me put it this way, they've baited for it, they've brushed the teeth of the data, they've rubbed cream, they've moisturized the air of the data. Anyway, the data is looking beautiful, but that is not how data is in real life. Data is messy in real life. Data is not clean. Data is like, it can humble you. So Kaggle data do not most of the time represent the data that you face in your 9-to-5 daily job. So this is why employers are tired of seeing Kaggle data. And most of the time, that same data you have used, 1,000 people have put that data in their project. So why should you stand out? Why should you pick you out when there are like 900 people who have used the same data, and they are the outliers who have gone outside of that Kaggle space to work with data that represents the real life data set? So this is one of the reasons why you should not use Kaggle data. Number two reason is that working with Kaggle data would only demonstrate half of your skills, because employers want to see you do some data cleaning. And with most Kaggle data, the data cleaning that you may even have to do may be so irrelevant to really show your skills. You understand what I mean? So most of the time, Kaggle data do not allow you to express your skills, your data cleaning, your data processing skills to the core, where an employer would say, yes, this person know what they are doing. So that is the number two reason why you should not use Kaggle data. Number one, it's hard to stand out because many others are using those same data. Number two, it doesn't really reflect the skills that you possess. So that's number two. The number three reason is that it shows less initiative. like I said, this also comes from the other points. Like I said, Kaggle data is not really reflective of real data. So it does not show your initiative of, how you undo imbalanced data sets, how you undo data that is not, is not properly collated together, how you split columns, how you merge data. It doesn't really drive down, the things that the work that we do when we are in the 9-to-5 job, with how messy data can be. It doesn't really reflect. So it shows less initiative. It doesn't really show how creative you can be when it comes to problem solving, when it comes to managing data, when it comes to cleaning up data. It doesn't show that to the employer. So they'll just brush your CV aside because they are like, this one, we can't really tell if they join our company, if they are able to do this, and this, right? It doesn't really simulate the real life experience. Then the last reason is that it is likely irrelevant to the company. So most of the time, like if you even have Titanic data sets as part of your project, please go and remove it, because no, that's not what they want to see. It's sometimes when we work on Kaggle data, we make the mistake of working on data that is not very relevant to the company. It doesn't really reflect the kind of data you will find in the company. So in terms of like the domain that you pick, in fact, that's why I did a video on how you can build a strong portfolio, the kind of projects, the kind of things that you should include in your portfolio. So if you use Kaggle data, please stop it. If you have a lot of Kaggle data in your project, try to reduce it, try to remove it. Which brings me to the next point. Where do we now get data apart from Kaggle? Many beginners make the mistake of thinking that they can only find data sets in Kaggle. That is not true. In fact, in the description box of this YouTube video, you are going to find 10 links. Yes, I made research of 10 links where you can find real data that is the real life data. Nobody has cleaned it. They just gave it to you raw. Bam. They just gave it to you raw. They are not reflective of data cleaning on all of those processes that you see in most of the Kaggle data. So go to the description box. I've put the links there, and I hope that you will find it useful, because if your projects do not reflect the data outside of Kaggle, no employer will actually take you serious. So I'm not saying don't use Kaggle data. Maybe 1 or 2 projects in your portfolio should have Kaggle data, but you want to make sure that 80% of your job portfolio reflects data from some of these links that I've pasted. Why? Because most of them, the data is raw, is in the format that it simulates the experience that you should have in the real world. Are the things that you would see when you are working as a data scientist or data analyst with a company. It simulates that environment for you. So go to the links. Make sure that you are building your project from these links. Make sure that at least 80% of your data sets is found in one of these links. So I hope that you found this helpful. If you have, please don't forget to give it a like button, so that we get people out of this world of Kaggle every time. Not saying Kaggle is bad though. Kaggle is good, but you should not depend on it so much for your job portfolio. So thank you for watching. Make sure that you like. What are you waiting for? Like now. And don't forget to subscribe, because there are more videos that are coming up. And if there is anything that you would like me to talk about, that you want me to touch on, please put it in the comment section. I'm always here reading the comments, and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye for now.